idea what I'm going to talk about? Well, if not, don't worry, I'm here to explain you each and everything about the volatile oils. In this, we'll be talking about the definition, the occurrence, the biosynthesis, the physical state, chemical state, classification and uses the last. So, when I talk about the definition, there are two definitions I can say. One is the chemistry based and the other is the common, which would be everybody will be understanding. So first up is for pharmacy students. Well, they will get to know what it is. First up we have the chemistry based definition. Volatile oils are the odorous principle which are made up of terpenoids. Now, what is terpenoid? Terpenoid are the hydrocarbons. Okay. Hydrocarbons are the contents, the chemicals or they contain carbon, hydrogen chain. So, volatile oil are the odorous principle obtained from terpenoids and the terpenoids are 5-membered hydrocarbons. 5 in the sense, 5 carbon deposits. Okay. Next up we have the common definition. Common definition is they are the odorous principle obtained from plants and animals. Okay. So, we talk about the occurrence. Each thing and everything has an occurrence. That means the source as where we get it from. Okay. When talking about the plants, fruits, seeds, any, be it anything. First and standard example I would like to quote is the fennel. In common if I say it is sauve. Okay. The sauve is the fruit when we go for microscopy. That means using the microscope because the constituents inside it are not visible to the naked eyes. We will see by the microscope. It has Volatile. Volatile is a secretory gland present in the fennels which possess the volatile oil in it. That's one occurrence. Next is trichomes. Trichomes, okay, they are present on leaf. When you see the leaf, when you look at it, you go and just feel it. You feel the hairy feeling in it. That is what is trichome and that is also a source. Next up we have ground tissues. Ground tissues are the tissues in the any crude drug. What is a crude drug? Crude drug is nothing but the natural drug where we get from nature. Okay, the occurrence and one exception. You guys know about the mustard seed? Well, if not, it's called sarso. See, mustard seed, the volatile oil in this. The other, they have volatile oil, but mustard seed, the volatile oil, it gets synthesized when it is exposed to heat. That means when you temper your dal, when you temper your chutney, okay, you use sarso. So that odor when you get, that is because of the synthesis, because you're getting the volatile oil. That is an exception. That was pretty much about the plant. We'll talk about the animal source. A standard example I must say is deer. A variety is called musk deer. There is a variety in deer. See the nature and God, His creations. The projection, a deer, the abdomen part, there is a hairy projection coming up and that contains the volatile oil, musk. And maybe you guys have an idea like if Muslims let's say you know about the attar, everybody knows that musk deer is, the musk is used in attar as well. It is marvelous odor it has. That was about occurrence. We talk about biosynthesis. Biosynthesis starts from acetate. Acetate? Where do we get it from? Acetate is, you know about sugar, right? Sugar. It undergoes glycolysis, it undergoes citric acid cycle and then we get acetate. Okay? Acetate plus acetyl-CoA. Acetyl-CoA is an enzyme. You know what? We have a lot of enzymes inside us, plants, it's all mystery. Acetyl-CoA. This gives acetate plus acetyl-CoA gives acetyl-CoA. HNG-CoA in presence of reductase gives mevalonic acid. Mevalonic acid in presence of kinase. Or a kinase? Kinase is an enzyme which is responsible for the introduction of phosphate group. Phosphate? Yes, the mineral phosphate. So what it does is it is actually 2 steps, but here kinase will act 2 times to give 3,5 pyrophosphate mevalonic acid. That means 2-phosphate group is introduced. Okay, this in presence of decarboxylation. Decarboxylation, that means letting down, you're eliminating the carboxyl group, gives IPP, inosterol pyrophosphate. There it comes from. This inosterol pyrophosphate is responsible for the volatile oil. Let me tell you, this alone is not responsible. We have a series of it, like hemiterpenoid, which is made up of 1 isoprene unit, only IPP. The next we have monoterpene. Monoterpenoid contains 2 isoprene units. Then we have sesquiterpenes. Then we have diterpenes, and then we have triterpenes. Triterpenes means 6. Tetraterpene means 8. So polyterpenes, anything with n number of anything will be named as poly. But this polyterpenoid is responsible for the rubber. You get that? And here the volatile oil will not sustain till it goes to poly. It will get down till diterpenes or triterpenes. After which, if you go on adding isoprene unit, you won't get the volatile oil. Okay? But then you will get when it becomes poly, N number, there will be rubber. Okay, that's about biosynthesis. Physical study, laboratory studies, anything we get into our laboratory, we'll go for its study, as was the nature, like I say, evaluation parameters. Okay, here are some evaluation parameters. Okay, these were the terminologies, but we still have, starting with state. State is liquid, okay, and odor, pleasant, right? Okay, and we have solubility. Solubility is they are soluble in alcohol and they are fairly soluble. That means they are not that soluble, and freely soluble in ether. And that's why this volatile oil is also called ethereal oil. Get that right? That's what they call ethereal oil. Okay. Next time we talk about density. This is noted down. Fine. Density, the oils are usually lighter than water because they retain above the water layer. But there's an exception. You know what? That is clove oil. Today, you just go and demo yourself. You take clove oil, equal parts of clove oil and water. Just mix it up. You will see the water retaining above the clove oil layer. That means the clove oil has more density. But the other oils, they will retain on the water layer. Hope you understand that. Just give a try. Okay. Talking about the refractive index and optical rotation. So now, for those who know it, it's good. But those who don't have an idea, in simple language I would say, refractive index is bending of light. When it passes from one media to other media. When the light media pass from one source to other source to this oil, bending of light will be more. That means refractive index and optical rotation of these oils are more. Sharing an example, I would say the clove oil. It has 1.4538 to 1.4585. Sorry, 858, 1.4838. Thus 1.4838 to 1.4858. Optical rotation. What is optical rotation? Optical rotation is the ability of a compound to move the plane of polarized light. In simple, I would say that is a rotation. These compounds rotate in clockwise and anti-clockwise. Okay. So here we cannot write anti-clockwise, clockwise, right? We would denote this as plus and minus. That is plus and minus. Plus is for positive, that is clockwise, and minus is for anti-clockwise. Okay, sharing an example, I would say the clove oil again. It has 0 degree to minus 15 degree. What is minus here? That is the anti-clockwise rotation. 0 degree to minus 15 degree. Okay, that's pretty much about the physical study. We will talk about the chemical study. Isoprene rule. It says isoprene rule has terpene on it, which is made up of oxidized terpenes and unoxidized terpenes. That means the oxidized, that means it has gone under oxidation. Unoxidized, it has not gone. That is terpene on it. Okay? Modified isoprene rule. It says that one isoprene, that is IPP. I told you, right? The combination will give mono, tri, di. So one isoprene is connected to other isoprene by head and tail arrangement. See, look at this. This is the head and this is the tail. Now that's pretty much about the chemistry. Let us look at the classification of it. The classification here is the hydrocarbon. In hydrocarbon, this classification is based on the functional group they possess. Okay? Under hydrocarbon, we will have turpentine. Turpentine oil is the hydrocarbon possessing volatile oil. Next time we have alcohol. Alcohol is mentha. Mentha and aldehyde. Aldehyde we have cinnamon, which has cinnamon aldehyde in it. Oxides we have clove, that is eugenol. Okay, that's what about the volatile oil, but whatever we study has a specific use. Talking about this use, the use of volatile oil analgesic is for pain, then anti-rheumatic. You know you can avoid that worms crawling inside you using the volatile oil. Then you have anti-rheumatic, the bone disease. Then you have carbonated somatic. Okay, soft. You get after meal. Why do you get that? For good digestion. Then you said carbonated somatic, which helps expel the gases from your tummy, stomach. That's how this volatile oil works. This is the therapeutic use. But the other uses are, as I said, must read. Don't forget it. You must sniff it. I'm telling you. You would like it. Okay, that is perfumery. In cosmetics, obviously, like rose water, girls, rose water. We have this baking industries. Then we have insecticides and pesticides. Yeah, like it attracts the insects or something. Sharing an example under insecticides and pesticides is lavender oil, mentha. You can use as insecticides and pesticides. So that's pretty much what I had to talk about, and hope that gave you an idea about the volatile oil.